Now, this is one of the horror movies that forever will be in my heart, in my mind, and in my soul. It really messed me up, and that was the 1999 Blair Witch Project.
Because it is my fault. Because it was my project.
The search of the 3 missing Montgomery College students continues in Frederick County tonight.
It is considered probably the greatest found footage film, not because of the content of how scary it was, but how the internet was able to make this viral. I think this is considered the first viral movie ever because the internet was so young in the 1990s, in the late 1990s, and they made documentaries about it, they made TV specials, news reports about it, and it had its own website they can go and check it out. Everyone believed that this was a real found footage, that 3 film students went to the woods in Burkittsville, Maryland. The woods were called Black Hills in Burkittsville, Maryland. Sorry y'all, I'm from the West Coast. So these 3 students go and they get lost and they're never seen again. And this happened in 1994. So these students go and they try to find the legend of the Blair Witch. They try to, they start to interview people, they start to ask questions about them. People get a little agitated, a little weird about it, so on and so forth. But the students are never found, but they find their footage and they release their footage in the movie theater. And this is where the whole sensation of the Blair Witch Project begins. Now, I can tell you that me watching this movie as a child really messed me up because number one, it was considered a found footage. There's a witch out there that is real. This was considered a real film that real people went through, and this is real footage of us seeing them lose their mind, go crazy, be attacked psychologically by a ghost, or by a witch, or by whatever. It really messed me up. I had nightmares. I would actually run to my parents' room to sleep because it kind of just spooked me out. But the crazy part, y'all, this is where the video takes off. The Scooby-Doo, our boy Scooby-Doo did a parody of this movie. Yeah, they did a freaking parody of this movie. I am just as astonished and shocked. I do remember me growing up, me and my brother were not the biggest Cartoon Network kids, but we were the biggest Nickelodeon kids. But I do remember watching this on TV. They'll show them in segments, or there would be a commercial saying, oh, Blair with the Scooby-Doo Project will premiere, blah, 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 blah. But I was like, no, I'm okay. I don't want to watch this. Now, the Scooby-Doo Project is a hybrid short film or short episode of live action / animation. We have our boy Freddy, Velma, Daphne, Shaggy, and Scooby-Doo. And I think the scariest thing about this short is that we discovered Shaggy's real name, or at least I do, and that's Norville Rogers.
And that's Norville Rogers.
It's Shaggy! Like nobody calls me Norville.
What's the matter, Norville?
That's not on tape, is it?
Something wrong, Norville.
Norville.
Very funny. Norville.
WTF? That is interesting. The other crazy fact about this short is it was aired in a 1999, October 31st, Scooby-Doo's marathon. So it was a Halloween special. Now the short opens up with the crew just being together, them talking about what they're about to do, and they do kind of what's happening in the actual Blair Witch Project movie. They go interview people, they go ask questions, and there's always the one person that's kind of crazy and starts yelling.
Have you heard these woods are haunted?
You kids stay away! Those woods are cursed! I never go near them!
Like I bet she never goes near a dentist either.
And it's all fun and games, right? Everybody's laughing and goofing off, and obviously the mystery gang and the Scooby-Doo crew and all those people, they find monsters all the time, and it turns out to be a person that wants revenge, or a person who's upset, and then we realize that the real monsters are not the ghouls or the goblins or the ghosts, but it's actually us, the human beings, and so on and so forth. We go on to our psychological aspect of, well, Scooby-Doo, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, I'm drinking a lot of coffee right now. But what if I tell you that the Scooby-Doo short, the Scooby-Doo Project, is actually a little scarier, it's a little much more scarier now than the Blair Witch Project. I watched this earlier today, I was actually getting ready for church, and I was scrolling through the internet, just doing some research on some movies and stuff that I know I'm a big research nerd, and all of a sudden I found the Scooby-Doo Project, and I clicked on it, and it led me to an official YouTube video by Cartoon Network's YouTube channel. It's actually the 30-year anniversary, and they released this short that was aired October 31st, 1999. They released it October 31st, 2022 on their YouTube channel. Crazy! Now, as the short progresses, you start to see everything that happens in the movie about hearing noises, about the map. All these things, they parodied, they made fun of. It was wild, man.
Distinctly remember giving you the map.
And I gave it back. Look, I don't want to get mad at you, Velma, so stop kidding.
I'm not kidding. I don't have the map.
Like I ate it, man. Scooby and I ate it with Tabasco. Ew, Rabasco. It was like useless anyway.
So in the Blair Witch Project movie, there's that infamous end scene, right? Where in one of the Blair Witch Project documentaries would say that before the witch will kill all these kids, they'll make them face the wall so they won't see the witch kill the kids. And there's a moment in the Scooby-Doo Project where Shaggy's facing the wall and he's just shivering, saying, "I'm scared."
Shaggy, what are you doing in the corner?
I'm scared, man. Like scared.
And then Daphne pans to the right, or she pans somewhere with the camera, and the monster comes out. We'll talk about the monster in a bit. The monster comes out, and boom, the movie ends. And then it shows in the end credit, you can say, or in the end scene, that all 5 of the mystery gang are missing. Really good. Now, the monster. In the Blair Witch Project, we talk about a witch that torments the land, that takes the kids, kills them, and in the end scene as well, you see the house where the witch lived, and you see the handprints of the bloody handprints of all the kids. In the Scooby-Doo parody, you just see them go into the house, and then Shaggy makes fun of Daphne about how she's the smart one and we should listen to her about going into the haunted house.
Voices are coming from this house.
Like, let's go in the haunted house in the middle of the night. Now I know why you're the smart one.
I like the fact that the parody didn't take itself so serious, but at the same time, it scared a grown-ass man. But the monster in the Scooby-Doo parody looks like it looks more of like a monster slash zombie in a way. Now, the people say that this monster is this and that. In reality, to me, it looks more like a zombie slash monster that's just trying to chase people off the land. This short was done so well that I love the fact that it's a found footage, and sometimes the angles are not done right, and sometimes, you know, the lens doesn't look so focused, and you can hear the film rolling on the camera, which back then we didn't have SD cards or digital cameras. Everything was film. It was done so well. Now, in every Scooby-Doo episode, we see the gang discover who the monster is and what their motives were. In this short, we don't see that at all. We just see them go missing. They start to lose their mind. They start to get anxious. They start to get agitated like they do in the Blair Witch movie. You see them fighting and blaming each other and all this stuff, but they all die. They're gone. They're technically they die in that short. They're forever missing. Well, missing doesn't mean death, but we all know in scary movies they're dead. If y'all want to check out this Scooby-Doo short, the Scooby-Doo Project, I'll leave a link down below. It was a beautiful find. I enjoyed it so much. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. I'm gonna end this video here. Honestly, if you all want me to do more spooky cartoon episodes, spooky cartoon conspiracies, or anything spooky in a cartoon TV episode or cartoon movie, let's do it. And again, if y'all have not seen the Blair Witch Project, the movie, go watch it. Know that it's, you know, it doesn't have the same credibility of it being a found footage, because we know it's not real anymore, and also we're all kind of spoiled that everything on the internet, it's not real. We can't believe everything is on the internet. But again, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button, tell everybody about this YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys in another spooky episode. Bye!